Welcome to BOJTV Trending News for top stories in local, regional and international news, along with sports and local weather forecast. I'm Carla. Coming up in our local news, a St. Thomas haulage contractor remains in police custody following $15 million ganja bust on Monday. A $19 million road repair to be done in Mount Salem St. James through the Zone of Special Operation Initiative. Health Ministry urges preventative measures in current heat wave. Manchester Police investigating video of schoolgirl being slapped. Now the news in detail. A 33-year-old haulage contractor from license in St. Thomas remains in police custody in connection with the seizure of ganja estimated with a street value of over $15 million on Monday. The identity of the accused is being withheld pending further investigation. Reports about the police are that on Monday a joint military operation was carried out in the parish when they intercepted a Hyundai truck which was being driven by the accused. A search of the vehicle led to the discovery of 60 knitted bags containing compressed ganja. The accused was taken into custody in connection with the seizure. The community of Mount Salem in St. James will be receiving a major boost in the upgrading of several roads in the area. The program, which is implemented through the National Works Agency, will be carried out at a tune of $19 million. The program forms part of an ongoing effort to upgrade communities under the Zone of Special Operation. Under the latest phase of the program, a section of the Mount Salem Main Road will be resurfaced, while sections of Crawford Street and Pickett Street will be patched. Additionally, the drainage system along Pickett Street will be repaired. The Manchester Police have launched an investigation into an incident captured on video of a male student slapping a female student in the face multiple times at a prominent high school in the parish last week. The video, which has since gone viral on social media, shows the male student using both hands to slap the female student 5 times in the face in front of other students under a tree. The female student was repeatedly slapped despite an attempt to get away from the schoolboy, who at one point grabbed her hand. The video ended showing the schoolgirl holding her face. Head of the Manchester Police Superintendent Wayne Cameron stated that the police are investigating the incident. He added that the police will also be investigating the approach taken by the school to treat the incident. The Ministry of Health and Wellness is advising the public to take preventative measures when dealing with the excessive heat currently being experienced across the island. Kingston recorded 39.1 degrees Celsius over the weekend, making it the hottest parish has ever recorded, the ministry said in a statement. Jamaica, as other countries in the Caribbean, has a heat season that is typically between May and October each year. This year, extremely high temperatures are being recorded. The public is therefore advised to take precautionary measures to reduce exposure to heat and limit the serious effects it can have on the body, the ministry added. Individuals are urged to stay hydrated by consuming more water, avoiding the midday sun, using cooling devices, and wearing lightweight clothing. Director of Emergency, Disaster Management and Special Services at the Ministry, Dr. Nicole Dawkins-Wright, explained that the heat-related illnesses include heat exhaustion, heat rash, heat muscle cramps, and the most severe illness, heat stroke, adding that heat stroke may be fatal. Principal of the Manchester High School, Jasford Gabriel, was declared President-elect designate of the Jamaica Teachers Association (JTA) in elections held June 17 to 21. A total of 12,044 votes were cast in the elections. Gabriel, with 6,500 votes, won over Winston Smith, principal of Golden Spring Primary, St. Andrew, with 3,209 votes, and Lasanja Harrison, interim principal of St. Faith's Primary in St. Catherine, with 1,582 votes, JTA says. The winner will be officially proclaimed at the official opening of the JTA's annual conference, scheduled for the Hilton Rose Hall Resort in Spa, Montego Bay on Monday, August 19. Those were your top stories making local trending news. Now join us for news from across the region, as well as our international story, sports and local weather forecast. From across the region, The chairman of the Ghana Elections Commission, GCOM, retired Justice James Patterson, has resigned a week after the Caribbean Court of Justice (CCJ) ruled that his appointment was unconstitutional. The government revealed in a statement yesterday that Patterson submitted his resignation on Monday, the same day the CCJ met to determine the consequential orders to follow from its June 18 ruling. The statement indicated that the decision by the GCOM head to demit office after serving for 20 months was in keeping with the CCJ ruling in a case brought by Zulfikar Mustafa, who had challenged Patterson's appointment. In that judgment, which was handed down on the same day, the CCJ ruled that the no-confidence motion against the coalition government in December 2018 was validly passed. The court stated that the process through which Patterson was appointed by President David Grandeur was in breach of the Constitution. In international news, a heart-rendering photograph of a Salvadorian man and his nearly 2-year-old daughter drowning in the Rio Grande River fueled angry denunciations today of the Trump administration's immigration policy. Trump is responsible for these deaths, said Beto O'Rourke, the former Texas congressman who is seeking the 2020 Democratic presidential nomination, as his administration refuses to follow our laws preventing refugees from presenting themselves for asylum at our ports of entry. They cause families to cross between ports, ensuring greater suffering and death, O'Rourke said in a tweet. According to the Mexican newspaper La Jornada, the intertwined bodies in the photo are those of asylum seeker Oscar Alberto Martinez Ramirez, 26, and his 23-year-old daughter Valeria. They drowned on Sunday while trying to cross the Rio Grande into Texas from Mexico, La Jordana said. Over in our sporting report, West Indies all-rounder Andre Russell successfully underwent corrective surgery today to address the long-standing injury to his troublesome left knee, which earlier this week ruled him out of the ongoing World Cup. The 31-year-old, who has suffered with the problem in recent years, is expected to be sidelined for up to 6 weeks, but remains hopeful of returning to full fitness in time for India's tour of the Caribbean starting in August. He will now return to Jamaica to undergo rehabilitation in preparation for the upcoming assignments, including the Caribbean Premier League starting in September. The People's National Party's president, Dr. Peter Phillips, has confirmed that the impending leadership battle has set back plans to select prospective candidates for some constituencies. It is understood that about 6 constituencies are without a PNP representation, and the leadership challenge has also disrupted the reorganization of the opposition's shadow cabinet. According to Dr. Phillips, matters relating to strengthening the constituency organization and developing a national policy strategy on which they embarked are being sidelined. The selection for the post of president for the People's National Party is set for September 7 and will be contested by Dr. Peter Phillips and Central Manchester Member of Parliament Peter Bunting. The Shadow Minister of Health, Dr. Dayton Campbell, is calling on the Minister of Health, Dr. Christopher Tufton, to immediately tell the nation if there is another dengue outbreak in Jamaica, which would be the second such outbreak to have occurred within the year. Dr. Campbell's call comes in the wake of the death of a 9-year-old child from dengue fever at the Falmouth Hospital. The Shadow Minister said he has been reliably informed that the pediatric ward at the Cornwall Regional Hospital, the CRH, is full and overflowing with suspected cases of the fever. He said it is in the best interest of the nation that the minister does not delay confirmation of the presence of another dengue outbreak to the nation because it has already claimed 1 life. Dr. Campbell is urging Minister Tufton to immediately update the nation as to the status of dengue, as this new cluster of cases shows 11 confirmed incidents. Parents, vulnerable groups and the nation at large need to know if there is an outbreak so they can take the necessary steps to save lives by responding appropriately to early symptoms, he says. This cluster of dengue cases, Dr. Campbell noted, could be the first sign of a second outbreak of dengue in a year that brings into question the effectiveness of the eradication program of the ministry. Weather forecast: insignificant feature of tropical wave across Jamaica. The tropical wave moves west of Jamaica later today. Starting tomorrow, a high-pressure ridge and a low-level jet stream will become the dominant features, influencing the weather across the island for the next few days. The forecast for tonight will see fair skies. Tomorrow morning partly cloudy across sections of eastern and central parishes, mainly sunny elsewhere. During tomorrow afternoon, scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms across most parishes. Minimum temperature expected for Kingston as well as Montego Bay tonight is 26 degrees Celsius. That was BOJTV's Trending News, your top local, regional and international stories, as well as sports report and weather forecast. Until next time, I'm Carla. Thanks for watching.
BOJTV.